Hey, welcome back to another Manga Talks video. Today, we're going to go through a big haul that I've gotten from Cockatoo Comics, and also just on the side to, of course, maintain the manga part of Manga Talks. We will be going through Umezz's God's Left Hand, Devil's Right Hand. And also down here as well, a new Glacier Bay books release that I forgot to show in the previous video actually, so that's why this is here now. But the first thing that I wanted to go through was, in Sydney, there is a new alternative comics and manga store titled Cockatoo Comics. I've been buying from them for quite a while, and these are a couple of things that I've gotten from them in 2 visits. So it's a good assortment of both comics and manga as well. So I'll just go through from the top. We have one here called Door Knocker by Ben Juers. This is released by Glom Press, which I have the joy of meeting in the Scamp Festival last year. So this one is a great little story about this guy who is door knocking for something called the Unity League. And so it is a story that focuses on politics, but also, where do you put your efforts into in creating change, or doing something important for what you believe in. What is considered like superficial and all that type of stuff. So this guy goes throughout the forest just door knocking, I guess, meeting random people and asking. And it's a really great short read, recommended a lot, and the quality is great too. I think this is Riso printing. I'm not too sure of the specifics of printing, to be honest, but yeah, that was a great one. Another one that I picked up recently in my most recent visit to Cockatoo Comics was this one here. This one I'm very excited about. I have not read yet. This is Grip by Lale Westvind, and the reason why I'm so excited is when you flip it open, you see the intensity of the colors throughout. So I actually don't know what the story is about because I will be going into this blind, but just having a look at how vibrant the colors are, and it also, I think it's a fully wordless comic as well. So even better for how visceral this read will be, but very excited because I did see this book pop up on their Instagram at one point and thought, wow, this is something that I have to get. It's just such an eye-opening thing to just look at and stare at. But yeah, this was published by, I think, Fantagraphics. Where does it say actually? Okay, so this is just the little back section of it. I believe this is Fantagraphics. Oh, okay. So we have a little note about the publishing. So it was actually originally published in 2 Riso printed volumes. In 2018 and 2019. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'll have to figure out where it was, what publisher this was. It might not have been Fantagraphics, but it's called Perfectly Acceptable Press in Chicago. Yeah, great stuff. I haven't read this yet, but if anyone is a fan of Lale Westvind or any other comics that are similar to that, feel free to recommend some stuff in the comments because I'm still on my comic journey at the moment. So the next couple of things that I got as well with these. So these are manga, and in Cockatoo Comics they have a little section where they have all these flat, I don't know what these are called, but like tons and tons of these types of comics. I just picked up some random ones because they were cool looking and I just wanted to know what they were. But this one is Gunsmith Cats. I've heard of this series before, never read it, but this is Gunsmith Cats 8 out of 10 by Dark Horse Comics. Not sure what year this is, but I have never opened this yet, so we're going to do that now. I apologize for the noise. Okay. Yeah, this will be my first time looking at this as well, so got a little backboard there. But Gunsmith Cats, I've never had any comics or manga of this specific format before, so it's a little longer format, but this was how many years ago? Let's see if it does say what year this was released in. can't see any indication of the year right now. Maybe I'll have to look at it more through after this video. Oh, odd, can't say, I can't see it anywhere, but yeah, this is great. Gunsmith Cats, I have no idea what it's about, but might read it sometime later. But just wanted to pick it up because this was just really cool looking, very retro looking as well. So that was that there. And the other 3 of these flat like manga that I picked up were some random editions of the Blade of the Immortal series by Hiroaki Samura. So we've got let's see, so all these were Dark Horse as well. 111, Dream Song, Sin of 7, Perfect of Anatomy. I'm sorry, I don't know what any of these mean. Maybe they are like arcs or some sort, but I'm completely new to this format of manga and comics. So let's just open them and have a look. But I bought them just because the covers looked great, and of course I was curious. So Hiroaki Samura, I have read one of their tankobon before. Very intensely gory and disgusting stuff, to be honest. It is, yeah, there's a big disclaimer if you ever want to read like the other stuff, but I'm not sure how crazy Blade of the Immortal is. I know they have a specific art book that is just insane. It's kind of like off the limits, to be honest. But right now they are serializing a manga that is focusing on like announcing, like this female announcer. Not too sure of the specifics there, but this is some parts of the back of this issue. Let's go through this one as well. Blade of the Immortal, I believe, has also received like the hardcover treatment from Dark Horse. I believe they are releasing or have released, you know, the same type of hardcovers as the Berserk ones. Wow, this is so old looking. That's crazy. Star Wars Masters. This would have been so fun to collect back in the day. Oh, that's damn. Nice double page spread. But yeah, I've always been wanting to read Blade of the Immortal, but it's just so long that I kind of never really got to it, to be honest. And I do appreciate in all of these issues as well, there are like letters and also translation notes too. That does make it more immersive. And then we have this last one here. But yeah, it's just fun going to their store and flicking through the giant section of these flat format comics. Go, translation, shortcut part 5. Maybe I'm just blind, but I just don't see the years which this was published. Okay, well now it's saying that 2006, that's insane. That's like nearly 20 years ago, 19 years ago. Oh my god. I've got a glossary as well. Cool stuff. It's just nice because, like, you know, these, I only got a couple of them, but they did have a lot more of the Blade of the Immortal comics. But yeah, just picked a couple of random ones because they look sick as fuck. So that was that for the manga. Now we come into another comic here called I can't speak today. Cinema Time by MD Blue. So I don't know too much about the artist, but I do follow them on Instagram. I will link them below as well. But I've loved their artwork. It's very like, it's hard for me to describe, but I love how like angular everything is with the hair, the character designs, the clothes. I don't know what this comic is about, but it just looks great. It also reminds me as well, if you've ever seen, I'm not sure of the name of the animator or the artist, but for the music videos of King Gnu's Prayer X, the animation director for that and his style reminds me, or like there's similarities between the two that I see here, which I really like. Just very like unorthodox character designs, which I appreciate a lot, and a lot of black ink throughout. So yeah, this was really cool. can't wait to get into this one as well. And the last book that I got, and I've actually read already, which was quite a while ago, but this is Goblin Girl by Romanova. I'm not sure if I've actually shown this off before. Well, either way, I'll show it off again. So Goblin Girl by Romanova is a semi-autobiographical story about the author's time, going through depression, but also meeting this suspicious older man online that is a celebrity and finding out weird stuff about them. And this is a big one. It's got great color throughout. I actually just flicked open to one of my favorite pages throughout the whole book, which is cool. But yeah, it's a really cool, like, for me at least, going into comics and starting my exploration of that side of things. It's I think Goblin Girl was a really good introduction to that. And they will also be releasing another book soon called Buff Soul that will come out in, I think, August this year, so I will definitely be looking to pick that up. But this is a really great story because it gives a nice perspective on someone who is going through, as the blurb said, panic attacks and depression, how they navigate their social life with their friends as well, but also dealing with this anomaly of a relationship with the suspicious guy. So that was a really interesting read too. And I won't spoil the ending, but I thought the ending was really, really fitting. Like, it wrapped up the story very nicely, where you can still think about it after reading, but it also closes, it gives a lot of closure to the entire book as well. So yeah, highly recommend Goblin Girl, and look out for Buff Soul coming in probably August. And so I think the last two books that I want to go through is, they aren't from Cockatoo Comics, but they were just purchased separately. So we have Tender by Beth Hetland and Not Ready for Life by Pao-Yen. So this is another recent Glacier Bay Books release, another license that I was so surprised about, because I'd actually been planning to get something from Pao-Yen from the Manga 6 store. So I believe they are a Taiwanese artist. And here we have 4 short stories that are published in English. So it just came at the right time where I didn't need to, buy from Manga 6 when I could just have the English version by Glacier Bay. So amazing how similar and how parallel my tastes and the Glacier Bay releases are. So that's why they are one of my favorite manga publishers and comic publishers at this time. But yeah, such a cool style, a playful one, and I love the cute character designs as well. So I haven't read this yet, but can't wait to get into this one too. And then we've got Tender by Beth Hetland. So the reason why I picked this up was I was looking to buy more comics, and I did have like a voucher. So I was just looking through and seeing what interested me from Fantagraphics, and this one popped out. It's another example of a book that I know nothing about. I just went off of the cover and the insides of it. I don't know what the stories are about as well. I don't know anything about the author, but just looking through, it seems like quite a drama-filled story. So yeah, apologies, I know nothing about it right now, but just looking through at the pictures online was just like, okay, I might as well pick this up. This looks like right up my alley. But yeah, I'm kind of starting off with like Fantagraphics as like a what's it called, like a starting point for comics, because I don't know where else to explore, but they all have great quality releases, so I'm pretty happy about this. And it's a nice hardcover book as well, which you don't really get too much in manga. So I am also simultaneously growing that part of my collection too. So yeah, that was Tender. If you have, if you've read this before, let me know what you think about it, or any of the other comics today, because yeah, new world for me. And so the last series that I'll go through today is this one here. So we have the 6 volumes of God's Left Hand, Devil's Right Hand. So I'm pretty sure I have shown this off on a video before, but it's been so long ago that I kind of just wanted to revisit it because, of course, it's Umezz, and also in preparation of the big shoujo horror haul that is coming my way next week or so, or 2 weeks. But yeah, this is top 2 Umezz manga, and top 2 like horror manga in general for me. I've said this before too, but I don't know what my favorite Umezz series is. It always goes between My Name is Shingo or this book here, so it's tough. But the edition I have here is just like the normal tankobon edition. I don't have the really cool looking Perfection edition, unfortunately. But either way, let's go through it. So I'll show you all the covers there. Got 6 of the volumes there. And yeah, so the general premise of this series is we have Saw, I believe that was his name. He has these dreams that affect reality, or dreams or visions pretty much, and they are extremely violent. So if you're not a fan of extreme violence, then look away. But the first, like I'm showing you right here, the first couple of pages, you have the boy's sister having her eyes just like pop out with scissors. It is absolutely insane, and it looks even better in the Perfection edition. So it's like, I don't know if I want to get the Perfection edition now because I already do have these books here, but yeah, just showcasing how crazy of a series this is. It's very violent. There are a couple of different arcs within the story, and I think critically, like if you look at it objectively in terms of like how the story is structured and everything like that, it's not like objectively like the best story out there, but it's one of the most shocking, one of the most engaging ones, and one of the most unique horror reads that I've ever had. This, for example, is, I don't even know if I can show this, but Saw's sister, she has objects erupting. I think erupting is a really good word for this. Erupting out of her, like her stomach. So you have like this fan, this toy bicycle just coming out of her, all filled with blood. It's insane. So I don't really want to spoil too much about the series because I do recommend it. Do I see this getting an English release? Tough to say. It's one of the most violent, if not the most violent, Umezz works out there. In terms of the English releases for Umezz so far, we have The Drifting Classroom, My Name is Shingo, Cat-Eyed Boy. Was there anything else? I can't remember off the top of my head, but those aren't on the level of this series in terms of its violence. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Viz does, because you know Viz is the one that has the licenses for all the Umezz stuff. So interesting to see what will come out of this series, if we'll ever hear a word about it. But I'm not that optimistic, to be honest. But yeah, either way, pick it up in Japanese or find the Perfection editions if you can, because they are amazing books. And this image I've seen everywhere online anyways. When you search up horror manga, you'll probably have seen this woman with all these spiders coming out of her. Oh, now you know that's from this series here. So yeah, I'll go through the rest of the books little by little without spoiling anything. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase this manga to balance the video with the comics as well. But Umezz, in terms of anything from the future from me, I would say Cat-Eyed Boy is my next read for Umezz. I don't actually have the volumes yet, so I will have to look out for them. I think there's 2 hardcover volumes released by Viz for Cat-Eyed Boy, so I will pick that up in the next couple of months. But otherwise, like, I've been doing pretty good on my Umezz reads so far. I think it's now just going back in time to read all the older and lesser known stuff by Umezz. They've also, in Japanese as well, they've released like these reprint editions of, I think it's Kashihon works, so it's rental manga stuff that I'll probably have to catch up on. But yeah, oh, this was a wild arc. Let me go back to it. If you saw the two faces combining, you can see like Saw and this other guy's face combining in there. Wild ending arc and another violent scene. But yeah, top 2 Umezz works. Highly recommend you to read it. It is not officially translated in English, but it is scanlated, so keep a lookout for that. But yeah, so I think that will be it for today's video. A bit of a shorter one, I think, but hope you guys have enjoyed this mix of manga and also really cool comics as well. I will see you in the next one. Bye.